Meir Ben-Shabat, former National Security Advisor, thank you very much for giving this interview. This is the first one, actually, after you left the Prime Minister's office. I would like to ask you a question. 2020, last year, you said in Abu Dhabi that you transform the vision into reality. A year after, what is this reality today?
We're talking about the Abraham Accords, a year since they were signed. I think these accords are the most significant diplomatic breakthrough in the Middle East peace process in the last 25 years. I think they really do create a new reality. They turn the reality into a vision, the same vision we've dreamt about, prayed for, taught, the vision of peace.
You were one of the main architects of this Abraham deal. And of course, the mission was given by prime ministers at the time, Benjamin Netanyahu. Do you remember the first time Mr. Netanyahu told you, this is your mission? You have to build, in Israeli side, the Abraham deal.
I remember it well, but permit me to correct you. I don't wish to take the credit for this and define myself or agree to the description that I'm the architect. There were many who worked on this achievement, and I think they deserve credit as well. I was just another player in this process. I'm grateful I got to play a part and do my bit. And when the Prime Minister tasked me with it, I was very excited. It's history, and I understood the import of the occasion and got to work. Alongside the excitement, you need to work.
זה לא דבר של מה בכך, זאת היסטוריה, ואני מבין היטב את גודל המעמד.
And you have to say that you were on the playground of the Mossad, traditionally speaking.
לא, צריך
I have to say simply that the National Security Council and the Mossad are two bodies serving the same country. They know how to work together, and in many cases, there's close cooperation. Secondly, we see eye to eye as regards the aim. In the end, even the Mossad, when it has diplomatic or intelligence or other ties with states with whom we do not have diplomatic ties, the Mossad also aspires to and leads these attempts at normalization with Israel. In the end, there's no difference of views between us and them. We need to work together, and we did.
Would you say that there was, beyond diplomacy, a security or a defense pact between all countries that signed the Abraham Accords?
I
don't know whether to describe what we have as a defense alliance. A defense alliance has a formal legal significance, depending on its contents. What you have here is a certain placement of us and the countries with whom we signed the Abraham Accords. A certain alignment against the challenges in the region. They aren't agreements which include exactly what you called the elements of defense.
So formally, no security pact?
Formally, legally, there are no defense alliances. Practically as well, there are no elements which can be termed defense agreements. But there is cooperation, partnership, and understanding. We face joint challenges, and we need to coordinate positions together and face them. What to call this? Call it as you understand it.
Meir Ben-Shabat, you went to UAE, you went to Bahrain, you went to Morocco. Did you dream being in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia and said that we have a peace agreement between the two countries?
Certain other countries, no need to talk about them, no. But he wants to visit there in the same way he visited the countries you already named. On camera, organized, as the representative of the State of Israel in broad daylight, on a commercial Israeli flight, as part of the normalization process.
Included Saudi Arabia?
We would be very happy to widen the normalization to include all countries in the region. Every country can be a potential partner of the State of Israel. Everything at its time and place, when it comes together, but we are interested.
But would you confirm that once Israeli officials talked with their Saudi counterparts?
I prefer not to answer on this subject.
We all remember your emotion when you were in Morocco. You, son of a father and mother, immigrants coming from Morocco to Israel. You grew up in the Shabak, in the NSA. You have an official position from the Prime Minister's office. Could you tell us what was your feeling there in Morocco?
אני חושב קל היה לזהות את התרגשותי במרוקו.
It was easy to spot how excited I was in Morocco. Generally, before we touch on Morocco, but generally, I think these agreements have a prominent characteristic.
ההסכמים הם גם רצון אותנטי של העמים. אני חושב שאפשר היה לחוש בכך.
They are the authentic will of the people. You could feel it in the Emirates. Anyone who visited, toured, saw how happy the public was.
הרחוב שמח על כך שיש הסכמים עם מדינת ישראל. האמירויות באופן כללי משדרות סובלנות בין דתית.
The street is happy there's an agreement with Israel. The Emirates radiates tolerance between religions, between peoples. In the Emirates, they're studying Hebrew, proof that the agreement is from the soul of the people.
You're talking about diplomatic relations, but it includes also security, intelligence, military cooperation between Morocco and Israel?
When we talk about renewing relations, it includes everything. The countries reach agreements on various subjects. But this means there is dialogue between the different sectors, between the defense establishments, foreign ministry to foreign ministry, and so on. Cooperation in all spheres, borders, all arranged by the relevant levels of each sphere.
גבולות שיתוף הפעולה, התחומים, המאפיינים, נקבעים על ידי הדרגים הרלוונטיים בכל תחום ותחום.
How did you deal these 2 years? COVID-19, of course, Abraham Accords, and also Iran.
קודם כל, שוב, כפי שאמרתי, זה לא איך עשית את זה.
First of all, it's not small. It's an entire system working. In the final analysis, these are the subjects at the center of the diplomatic security agenda of the State of Israel. And we're working on these issues, everyone putting it together to achieve the objectives as defined by the political echelon, the Prime Minister. We make the effort and work. As regards the Abraham Accords, it was fun to work on them. You felt the joy of doing that accompanied virtually every step. You felt the novelty, something new arising, sprouting in front of your eyes. And you want to be a partner in forming it. It's soul-fulfilling for us. We pray for peace. We aspire to peace.
And I repeat my question, what about Iran?
We focused on Iran in no small measure and continue to do so. We're building relations with our partner states, but our eyes are open to see what those who wish us ill are up to. Iran foremost.
Thank you very much, Meir Ben-Shabat, former Security National Advisor, for giving us the privilege to talk on the 1 year of the Abraham Accords. Thank you very much.
לעונג לי, גמר חתימה טובה.